Today, we're gonna show you how to open, disassemble, and repair your iPod video in case that it has a problem. First, you'll need to have a set of screws, particularly the 6-piece precision set we have here, a clean surface, and of course, your iPod video. You might want to open the iPod with a guitar pick, but since we don't have that, we'll just use the 1.4mm screwdriver. Mind you that this may scratch your iPod, so it's best if you get the hard plastic screwdrivers to do this. You should start at the side when opening your iPod because if you do open it on top, you might break your LCD. Also, remember to put your iPod on hold. This iPod has been opened a few times already, so it's easier for us, but for first-timers, you'll most likely have a hard time since it's shut really tight. Start opening it at the lower side of the iPod because opening it near the screen might damage the LCD. Have your guitar pick or screwdriver picked on the sides until it pries open. Once it makes a small opening, start going around to the bottom and to the other side until it separates enough for you to lift it with your hands. Be careful since the front and back sides of the iPod are connected with two ribbons which you need to disconnect. The first ribbon you'll need to disconnect would be the one on the bottom left on the front side of the iPod. You'll see a brown plastic at the end of the ribbon. Using your small screwdriver, you'll need to pull that up to unlock it so you can pull the ribbon out and open the iPod wider to see the battery on top of the back case. If you have a problem with your battery, you can just change it to a new one. You'll see the hard drive of the iPod on the other side. Just pull it up on the top. It's still connected to the main board at the bottom, so you'll need to flip the hard drive down and put the iPod on the surface to remove the next ribbon which is connected to the main board. You'll need to pull up the brown pins that are holding the ribbon at the right side of the iPod with your screwdriver. After that, you can just pull out the ribbon. This would help you work easier with disconnecting the hard drive from the main board, which is connected by a brown pin. Just like the previous ribbon, you just have to pick on the pin so you can take out the hard drive. If ever you have problems with your hard drive, you can just replace it with the new one. You can now see the main board of the iPod and the white LCD screen on top. If you want to replace or remove your LCD, there are 6 screws on the sides of the iPod. We took the liberty of taking out 5 of the screws to show you how to unscrew one. Just get the appropriate screwdriver to take out each screw. The screws are very small, so be careful. After removing all of them, you can remove the main board by prying it from the front case to see the LCD and the click wheel. If you have problems on your click wheel, move it aside to see its 5 click points. Usually, the click wheel's problem lies on the positioning of the black rubber found on the click points. All you have to do is align the rubbers correctly, then you can put back the click wheel. If you have problems with your LCD, you can just disconnect the ribbon on the main board the same way you did with the other ribbons to take it out. Putting it back together, all you need to do is to reverse the steps. First, put the front cover again and screw it in place with the 6 screws. Assuming that we've placed all the 6 screws, we'll now connect the hard drive by pulling the brown pin up so you can put in the ribbon of the hard drive. It's quite hard to do, so make sure you've placed the ribbon in to push the brown pin down again to lock it into position. Remember to keep the hard drive flipped down so you can connect the next ribbon that's found on the back case to the main board of the iPod. To connect it, just do the same procedure as the one with the hard drive. Once you're done with the ribbon, flip the hard drive back into its position and don't forget to put the small foams in place before you connect the last ribbon. Do the same procedure as the others. Just pull up the pin, insert the ribbon, and push the pin down to lock into place. Once you're done, just put the back case where it belongs and lock the iPod into place. And that's it! You've disassembled and fixed your iPod.